to Lost 6. I've traveled out to this far distant land for a good reason, not just to enjoy the scenery and check out what the place looks like, but I am out at the far end of the island to start a project. Now right now, I've gotten elytra from last episode, and it's looking pretty low on durability, and I'm saving that because this is going to be my main form of travel pretty soon, and I don't have any mending books, and the best way to get those is with villagers, as most of you probably know. So I've decided to come out here to create a villager trading hall. But it's not just going to be a trading hall out here. I plan on creating a full-on industrial district. So basically every farm you could imagine will be put here. And there's also a ocean monument just over there that I plan to one day turn into a farm, because I've got big plans and I'll need lots of sea lanterns. I don't want to just do what I did in Lost 5 and raid ocean monuments until I had enough. I mean, that worked, but I don't want to have to resort to doing that again. So yeah, this here is going to be my industrial district. I'm gonna quickly get a view up in the sky so everyone can see what the area looks like. So it's kind of a peninsula, I'd say. So there's a bunch of just little bits of island out here. It's not too far from spawn. Spawn is just that way. Yeah, it's quite the distance from the rest of the server, so that it's out of the way. That's the main point. So it's not going to be encroaching on any builds, or even going to be obstructing future build areas, because I've talked to other people and I don't think anyone is going to be settling this area of the island. And yeah, I think I should probably get started on flattening this area, and I'll be doing a time lapse of everything I do today, but I will pop in from time to time to do a quick progress update when I deem necessary. So I think I'll just start getting to work on these trees, because they need to go. Yeah, I'll be back when this is done. So I've gotten this whole area cleared out, and that was a lot of work. Um, yeah, I don't really know what this terrain really looked like previously because I've only picked out the area through uh, like third party uh, world seed tools like chunk base. I only picked it because of the geography. Um, but yeah, I didn't quite know what the terrain would exactly look like, and I'm actually very happy with it. It's it's fairly flat. I mean, there's a bit of hills along here and a bit over there, but for the most part, it's not going to take a whole lot of work to flatten this out. And there's also a shipwreck there, um, and someone clearly already looted that ruined portal in the ocean. Um, yeah, that wasn't me, and I would not be surprised if that's looted. Um, yeah, the deforesting this area gave me severe flashbacks to Lost 4 when I was originally going to do a base in a taiga. My plan was to make sort of an homage to a world previous to playing on Lost, a world that I've affectionately dubbed Lost Zero, because it was kind of what sparked the cooperative playing, like the cooperative nature of our worlds here. Yeah, in that world, I ended up making a sort of laboratory, like crater. It was like it was a crater base. That was the idea. Was that there was this impact crater from some meteor long ago, and then there was this research laboratory by it that was checking out the impact zone and whatnot. So I was originally going to make a better version of it in Lost 4, but I ended up losing all interest in that project after I had deforested the area and started digging. So it was just left unfinished. If I can, I'll include some screenshots of both bases. So in Lost 4, I ended up just ditching that project, and then I made what later became Titan Tech, which was like a different research laboratory that I made. That it was a pretty fun build, but it wasn't that spectacular in the end. Yeah, I ended up with a lot of wood. I think I'm set for a while. I think it's time that I start flattening this out, and then I can start showing off what I have planned for this area. So I'll go back to another time lapse. think that's as far as I'm gonna get in this video, because I really need to actually start working on a villager farm over here. So my current plan is to basically just continue with this aesthetic. It's very simple, but I think for the purposes here it's gonna suit very well. But yeah, I just want to start putting in a villager trading hall setup, or at least a very basic one for this point in the game. I'll try and start just getting trades going, and I'll start working on actual infrastructure at a later date. I've now gotten these villagers in little boxes. It's been quite a journey, because I also had to head back home to grab my emeralds, because I'll need those. My goal here is to get a mending guy and an unbreaking guy from these two, and just get enough for my elytra right now, and then I can start repairing it. So once again, I think I might have to go through a time lapse, unless I get very lucky. Then in that case, it'll be a very, very short time lapse. But I've got a feeling it's not gonna go that way. So here we go. Oh wow. That is one expensive mending book. But I'm not going to trade with him just yet, but I'm going to keep that trade. I'm going to see what this guy's got. If I get a cheaper mending book, I'll keep this one and then cycle him again. So let's see how this goes. That's very surprising. I got both of them for 32 and 34. And it's been like 2 minutes. So it was a very short time lapse. That is probably the luckiest I've ever been with trade cycling. Oh, baby, that is a good trade. That's a 10 emerald mending book. That's much better than the other guy, and he has the paper trade. So I'm gonna, I don't have my books on me. Where did I put them? Okay, still has mending. Okay, and I got what a deal. I haven't traded with anyone yet. So now, I'm going to cycle this guy in hopes for another Unbreaking 3 book. So now he's locked in with his trades. And I'm going to keep him safe. It's another mending book, but I've already got one, so well, just keep looking. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep the Silk Touch, and I'm gonna keep this Unbreaking, because as far as Unbreaking 3 goes, this is not a terrible deal. Although it'd be ideal to get cheaper book, but I don't really see that happening easily. So he's locked into Silk Touch, but I don't need a Silk Touch book. Wonder what his next trade will be. Ooh, knockback. That's not bad. Alright, let's see what it's gonna be. Impaling 2, that's not the greatest, but it's something. Okay. Do I have enough? Okay, I have enough for Unbreaking 3. So now I've got the enchantments I need for my elytra. I've made it back home, and I've got the goods. I'm also gonna just real quick make some more rockets, because I'm gonna be flying through those. No pun intended. Anyway, let's do this. So, in order to get the enchantment cost as low as you can get, this is just a tip for those of you who don't know, you do the higher numbered book first. So, in this case, I would do the Mending 3 because it has 3 levels instead of Mending, which is only 1 level. So, if I do that, it only cost me 6 levels, but if I did it the other way, it would cost me around like 8 or 9. But I'm gonna do 1 more level and rename it. Go Jetpack Joyride, as a reference to the classic mobile game Jetpack Joyride. I played that game a lot when I was younger. Now that it's day, let's go on the same voyage I went on the first part of this episode, the introduction. So my previous adventure took me about probably a little less than 10 minutes to get there. It takes a long time. Now let's see how long it takes to simply fly there. Of course, I also know the route better, but I don't think that really matters all that much, because elytra travel is just way faster. I'm already passing that village. Going through the frozen ocean here. And just like that, found Sarcastic Uton's base. A little tent hidden in the woods. This feels way closer now. It's actually also really close to my industrial district. It's just over here. It's the next bit of land that shows up. Would you look at that? I'm already back here. This has been one crazy episode, and it's probably very long. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do want to actually say one thing, that I am very, very thankful for the amount of views I've been able to get on my pyramid time lapse video. I don't know what it is about that video, but turns out you guys really like time lapses, so that's why I've been continuing making them for the builds that I've been doing. I don't think I'll do one for this because it's not very feature worthy. It's just a solid platform. But maybe once I start working on some farms, I'll include those. But yeah, I should probably not. I should probably wrap it up here because it's been a long one. But hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I'm not putting that in. Back in my day, the Minecraft worlds were limited to how much was in it. They were limited to the Xbox 360's cutting edge technology.
Back in my day, the world type was old.